and everything to do this with you. Like we live. Go ahead, Don.
Dog, listen, when I tell you, I was like, I'll catch highlights of the basketball game. 3 more episodes. 3 more. Bro, I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm hot. I'm irritated. I don't think I've ever seen a season where they've done this.
Yo, I don't understand what they're doing right now.
Bruh, I feel bamboozled, bewildered. I feel a plethora of things. Y'all, welcome back to another episode of I can't even, I'm so mad. I'm so mad. I can't even talk. Everybody needs an Aquarius review of Married at First Sight. Bruh. And they came in hot too because they started out with Eris and Jasmine, right?
So I was like, oh, we let's do it. They looked at their demographics. They knew the niggas need to be in there early and late. They did that on purpose. They knew if they did them 1 and 3, we'd have been out. Because I already knew what was going to happen with Gina, and I already knew Gina and Marble Man. I already knew what was happening with Nicole and my other boy. I knew. So they did us dirty.
I'm so hot. Like, it ain't even really nothing to talk about because we already knew what was going to happen. And
you listened last week, we just said that night last week we said it.
Yeah. What's wild? Okay, I want to say this. What's wild is Eris's response to Jasmine's no.
Yes, because he was gonna say, I wonder why don't they do like a flip card, like on a newlywed game where everybody can come out their card at the same time. Because it's a lot of capping I can see happening within these scenarios.
It's a lot. This
is my first time seeing a full season. Happening. So I could see, I know what I would do. See, I would have flipped it if I was Eris. I'd have been like, I wanted to be with you and everything. I guess I'll figure out my heart and figure out another way to go with it. But I wanted to be with you. I wanted somebody to be gangster enough to do, but nobody's got an ego enough to be able to downplay themselves to do that. Male or female.
Do you see how he came in like?
Oh, he was hurt though. He was hurt.
He was hurt. He was hurt and didn't know how to. But then like we knew Jasmine would have been a fool to stay with Eris. Would have been a fool. And so it's wild because I just really believe, like I'm like you, and then I couldn't believe he was trying to play her like she didn't love herself. And so
that was after the rejection, though. Now that was after the rejection.
No, that's what I'm saying. I don't like when people do that after they get rejected.
He was being petty.
Right?
He was being petty.
So I'm tweeting. I was like, "Oh, bitch, oh," and then I said, I know Eris did not say that Jasmine didn't love herself when this entire time that's how you've been showing up, like you had no value for yourself. My homeboy was like, self-love was her divorcing him.
Yes.
I cannot 100%. I was sitting there, I was just like, yo, like for real, Eris, you need to approve my friend request so you can get this Aquarius heat, bro. Because we coming for you. We gonna find you. We looking for you.
No, I felt sorry for him up until that point when he tried to play her.
I ain't feel sorry for his head. Because he was, at least he was honest about him showing up late to the party.
I was still surprised. I honestly felt bad for him, though.
I didn't feel bad for him. Jasmine did right because if she said yes, she was gonna have to deal with the cousin.
Alleged cousin.
The alleged cousin. And who wants that? Bo.
Hey, you see, hey, I wish we had a clip already to show his face when she was like, I want a divorce. And he was so fast on his, he's like, I want a divorce too. He ain't even like try to get no explanation about it, no nothing. He's like, yeah, I want a divorce too.
Listen, if they cannot cast me for this show because I'm coming in.
No, they need to have flip cards and make it unless that it starts fights or something. Because I think that that'd be a better way
What
to
is
really
the Jerry Springer? No.
No. I'm
That.
saying I think it should be a flip card. I don't think it should be one person be able to say another person can piggyback off of what they say. Go off what you like. You should be able to have a little card come out.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. But I'm gonna say this: if I was on this show, I would absolutely be my true, authentic self, and they would have to let me go first. And I'm not doing all that lovey-dovey kiss kiss. I was like, okay, look, let's just get to it, yay or nay, and I will say my answer because I don't have time for all of that. I'm like, I ain't trying to waste y'all time no much longer than my time has already been wasted here. I'm out. I'm out.
And Gina, Gina's a horrible person, man.
And Clint, I don't know if I'm like irritated with Clint because
Why?
I feel like he is still trying to. He's taking the fall for the demise of their relationship when he shouldn't.
But that's what a real gangster does, though. To be honest, what he did is the way you do. That's the way you do it.
No, but that's not keeping it a buck, and it's just like honestly.
No, but sometimes keeping it in the buck isn't worth it. You know what I mean? Like what would have done for anything for him to keep it a buck? He just keep it moving.
No,
I took the L on it. As a man, you got to do that shit a lot. You got to do that shit.
No, but I think in this case, he could have said honestly. At the end of the day, yeah, we made a friendship, but neither one of us really tried. After we had the hiccup at the beginning of us being married, we never really got over that hump, and that was it. So neither one of us really authentically tried, and neither one of them tried, and that's just the reality of it. I'm so pissed. This nap gonna be good. I'm so mad.
But look, I planned out my day around us having a finale, us doing this, kicking it, talking about everything going on, and then we had a reunion coming up in whatever time period, and we'd be like, boom.
Next 3 episodes.
Now, with the preview though, what I tell you about Mackenzie though? Not Mackenzie, the other Dom. She wanted a nigga. I told you that, remember?
Who? Dominique?
Yes, they saw that she got out the fireman dude that was a stripper.
No, the stripper is from the UK show.
No. They showed Dom getting at a black dude. She's like, I've been FaceTiming.
Yeah, that's Gil. That's Gil from Houston.
Oh, I thought that was one of the strippers. My bad.
I didn't watch the preview. Because why she cleansing it now you see, remember I was telling you they was gonna do it afterwards, the whole kiss thing?
Yeah.
Why the hell are you kissing Clint? Why the hell y'all hanging out in the park walking a dog?
I think they're being petty because of the Gina thing in general, but I think she wanted a nigga. Her mama wanted her to be the white boy at all costs. I told you that. I told everybody that though a few weeks ago. Her mama just wanted to be the white boy. She wanted a brother. She played volleyball. She'd been around them hooping Negroes at whatever state she was at, university, and she wanted to get back to it.
We're gonna see. We're gonna see how it play out.
Yeah, I'm telling you. 3 more episodes. We can't do all 3 though, yo. I'm just saying we're gonna do a recap of all 3.
If we could do a recap,
we'll come back on for Kirsten.
I say do a recap of Decision Day. Then we can combine the other ones, like maybe do the final 2 together, and then however they do the reunion, or maybe the next 3 episodes include the reunion. We don't know. We can play it by ear.
Yeah,
because I do not like the fact that Kirsten said yes when she should have said no.
Mm-hmm.
My issue with Shaquille is he is condescending. He became super condescending and low key passive aggressive with her. And it's just like you said. I don't think he respects her career, her profession, whatever she got going on, and he feel like her ass should be at home. And he talk about leading, and he supposed to be head of household, and he don't like the fact that her level of independence exists. I'm gonna tell y'all something about us.
And I don't think she was that super independent like that, to be honest. Like, she didn't come off like she just owned it. Like, I mean, I didn't get that energy from her, though, to be honest with you.
Right.
Because I've been around some chicks that be on some shit. So I'm just saying,
I feel like this for me as an Aquarius,
mm-hmm.
and Kirsten being one, and though she January, men, and this doesn't just go for us because of our sign. So I'm gonna just speak freely. Men, I want y'all to understand one thing: because y'all are a man, that does not give you. You are not entitled to being a leader. You are not entitled to being head of household. There are things that come into play with that. That is an action word. Those are action words. That is just not, that does not rest on your lap because you are a man. And I feel like there's some weird psychological thing that's happening in the world where all y'all feel like y'all are these dudes, and y'all not. Y'all don't exhibit leading, because a woman that's independent and she sees that you are stepping up to the plate and you are doing what you need to do, she automatically rests and kind of falling back and kind of letting you take the reins of things.
I agree.
And you not doing that. And so also, this is still new to y'all. This is unconventional, like what y'all have done. So of course it's gonna take
3 months.
It's 8 weeks.
I ain't letting nobody. I ain't letting my new supervisor lead me in 3 months. Like, I'm just saying, at a job.
It wasn't even 3. We gonna even make it work. 2 months, 8 weeks.
Oh, they didn't do 3 months? I thought it was 3 months.
It's 8 weeks. It is 8.
Oh no, my supervisor got to prove himself to me in 8 weeks, and I'm gonna listen to him.
That's what I'm saying. So everybody, yes, we knew Chris and Nicole was gonna stay together. I'd be surprised how long it's gonna work, because if she keep doing, I told you that shit about that question and shit was gonna get on his nerves, and if she keep doing that, she gonna push him away, because, like he said, I'm not about to be thinking if I'm doing.
He's very self-deprecating.
Yep. And so I am done. I'm done. And so for me, I feel like
the reunion ain't over, huh?
Yep. And I feel like off GP, I feel like off of GP back to Shaquille and Kirsten, I feel like she should have said no. Because like you said, she was coming in like an Aquarius. Well,
she's like, you're an emotional dude.
Yep.
I just always been independent, doing what I need to do. I know what I need to do and where I need to be at, and I ain't had to worry about him. I was like, talk your shit. I was like, talk your shit.
Yeah. So with that said, I do feel like that girl, what? There's no buts.
He gonna say yeah too, though, because I think that they wouldn't have set it up like that, because they showed all of the couples that were not together in like these other single like situations, like, and that's why I think that they let it in like that, so they could get you into that next one.
They just could have, because they didn't want to give it away,
right? But that'd been. But you lost like, to me, you lost traction with that for your previews, because they really focus on Mackenzie and Dom within their entanglement situations a lot. I feel like in those preview joints.
Yeah, I mean a little bit, but you don't see. I feel like they don't really even show, like, you see a little bit of Chris and Nicole, but because the other stuff, the singles are like, the situation gets messy. I feel like that's why we saw what we were seeing, but you don't really see. I don't know. I feel like Shaquille should not say yes, because that's not what he wants.
Now I'm gonna ask you this question. Now, do you think the producers set this up for him to try to get at Gina, Mackenzie get at Gina? Because it sounds real convenient that showing them being on a date and like, hanging out, or whatever. Real messy shit would just be really, you caught me slipping with her at the Ritz-Carlton at the bar. Like, that's the real, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's real messy. If I'm being messy, I feel like it's more performative with them showing them hanging out for real.
It could be, and it could just be like they hung out, or whatever, because we don't know if they really go out. We just know that he sent her a message, which
Right.
I'm still mad at Aries for not saying something. But I don't know.
Is I forgot who it was. Um, One of my homeboys said, "I do a good job not being in nobody's business." So I
Yeah,
feel him on that to a certain extent.
I see both sides of it, but I'm like, this is national TV. It's different. Egg on your face a little
Yeah,
bit at
but
first.
also and it's not my real boy. So like I really me shutting up is the best way being neutral. I ain't mad at Aries for that.
All right. I don't know. For me, I would want to know if the information is shared, and I'm really trying to make an effort. And I feel like Eris knew that Clint was really making an effort, trying to like sway this girl, get her to like him. And I feel like that could have been like, bro, did that shit. Like, nah. Like that's why. And I kind of wanted Clint to be a little petty. That's me though. That's me. I just 3 more episodes.
Not doing all of them, man. I'm letting you know ahead of
You're
time.
not
That's
doing
all
that. I
out of
like.
principality. My principles.
I'm so frustrated. I'm so frustrated. On and off camera, okay?
Like why?
This is so crazy. Yeah, I mean, I'd be interested to see. I mean, honestly, and that boy don't like cursing like that.
Because he don't respect her.
I don't even think it's that. I don't even think it's that he don't respect her. It's just not what he wants. And so it's showing up in weird ways. And you wear that country ass suit. Why did he think that was okay? Okay. Nope.
I ain't got nothing for you on that. I ain't got nothing for you, man.
We be trying. We be trying to be
Yo,
fair.
and look, I would have really fucked with Shaquille, man. Hella, like,
We
in
did.
like, it just dilapidated over time. It started with that goddamn going and looking them flowers. That's when it started. Remember, he was like checking her, like, yeah, you gonna go with me to go pick flowers. Remember that?
Yeah.
That was the beginning. That's like we talk about Brian McKnight when the beginning of the downfall happened was with Pussy Works. For him, it was the flower works. When they went to go to that flower pot place, that was the
Oh
beginning of
yeah,
the
when they
downfall
went
for
to get
him.
the plants.
Yep.
It was just
He was like
I don't
checking her,
know.
like,
Like,
yeah, this what I do. I'm showing you my world. When he said my world.
he don't like her. And then every time how he says, I don't like okay. We've talked about this before, and I know that he is country, and I know that they're country or whatever, but it really grinds my gears when people don't say want versus won't.
Oh,
And he
the
said,
vernacular.
well, I want you to want me. And I really,
Yeah, you can't. That's his dialect. That's his dialect. He from Mississippi, I
and
believe.
he's the only person that's doing it. And I'm like, for somebody to be so highly educated and living and
Look,
thriving in this space and letting education identify, like, be your
dialect is
identity.
dialect. He could write. He probably could write his paper. He could write papers his ass off with some papers. Let's go read his fucking briefs. I guarantee them motherfuckers is crystal clear grammatically.
I don't want to do that because that's what that means. I'm sitting here, I'm like, so we're not gonna talk about the want, the instead of WANT, WONT. I can't take it.
Yeah, Kirsten. I mean, but they are doing what we. I will say the bright spot is that since you told me the other dude from Houston, they are mixing and mashing people from other seasons. Unless he got into the DM, so that's the thing, though, man. These producers be sneaky motherfuckers, man. And the reason I say that is, did somebody from Houston did the dude from Houston? What did you say his name was? The brother
Gil.
Did Gil reach out to the producer like, yo, I want to get on that, hook me up? Or did the producers reach out to him and be like, hey, what you think about Dom? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
it could be something as simple, or it could be something as simple as he could have followed her and she saw it and she followed him back, and then that's how it started happening. Because like they be friends with people from other seasons, but
right, aren't they pages supposed to be
huh?
Their pages are supposed to stay private. Oh yeah, because they can review, because you can still request any of them. You just have to wait for, and you can, and actually probably you can really sort through your people faster too. Like, oh, that's homeboy from Houston.
Yeah.
So give me some background on him. Like, what happened with that situation?
He was married to this girl named Marilla. Word on the curb is that Gil really don't mess with the blacks like that, the black women like that.
Hold on. But you saying he get the best of both worlds with Dom?
Well, yeah, and see, Gil is from Colombia. Like I think he was like Colombian. I don't think he was Colombian? Salvadorian, but whatever it is, he Afro-Latino.
Like, so he's a dark.
Yeah, he Afro-Latino.
He's an Afro-Latino. He's Afro-Latino.
Yeah. So his mama is still in their native country. His daddy got killed.
Oh, he was with a white
girl. Somebody broke in. His daddy got killed, I think, in their living room or some shit like that. It was something.
Yeah, he was with a white girl in that season. Don, you didn't tell me that.
No, Mirla Latina. But she, she was kind of like a boss. Like she didn't really come for nothing. So she was a workaholic, and really like spending her money on like nice things and all of this stuff. And so I think financially they did not agree because she would spend a lot, but it wasn't like she wasn't making money. And then he was a firefighter.
He's on fixed income,
But she made so also, but she wasn't really she too was like she didn't want to date nobody with no bald head, just like how that comes up a lot. That comes up a lot, like kind of throughout some of the seasons.
How did that become a thing on the other side? Normally, before it was all about the brothers with bald heads was getting all the play.
Yeah, that because just like it come up with you remember it come up with Kirsten.
Right, no, that's what I'm saying. When did that flip? Because before girls loved dudes with bald heads.
Like this has been a thing like where the experts have matched somebody and with somebody. And the person has some sort of physical feature that the other person does not like. So like that season, not that season, it was like what was it? The Boston season? Whenever it was like another girl. She ended up, her dude name was Chris, but they ended up breaking up early because she didn't like the fact that his teeth were not straight. He wasn't like the atypical dude that she would go out with. She like went on his Instagram page or Facebook page. He was like heavily supporting like Black Lives Matter. She seemed to have a problem with that.
So this is a black girl too?
No, she was white and he was white. Like, he was big on defunding the police. She didn't understand what that meant. She's like, well, if we don't have the cops, like, what does that mean? I'm like, that's not what that means, sis. Like, you talking about
shit, like, wow. So he was down for the struggle. She was on some other shit.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm just interested to see how this other stuff is gonna play out. I'm tired.
Man, I literally set up my whole day for this, man.
I couldn't wait.
I set up my whole day. This is the first time I watched it live ever.
Yeah, I'll be watching it live and then I'll rewatch it again sometimes. Or if I know
we've been in the like playoffs, 11 o'clock or the next day.
Yeah, well, we've been in playoff season, so I've been watching the games. I could have watched the game and we could have recorded this tomorrow. But it's fine. You know, we got people in here. We got our two. We had 4 at one point, 4 or 5. So
they mad too. Shit.
They mad too.
They figured out we ain't talking about shit because they ain't got shit to talk about.
Well, look, y'all. We appreciate y'all.
We'll figure out when we're gonna come back.
We're gonna come back. No, let's just finish. Let's finish next week's episode out.
Okay, yeah, because
they can't drag that out for 2 hours. So we'll do that, and then we'll circle back. After that, we'll figure out, because like maybe I'm hoping that the next 3 episodes will include the reunion. Like, unless it's some really wild shit that has transpired after they film. But I'm gonna tell you this. I was watching UK before this one came on. They do shit. Huh? Something was happening where they was like, I don't know if the couples wrote, like they picked somebody to write a couple an anonymous letter, and they were sitting like at a dinner table, and so they had to read the letter out loud, and then the experts was like in another room watching it on camera as it was happening. That shit messy. And even how they film it, you know, like how they film this show or like a TLC show, it's like a certain lighting that where it makes it more lighthearted. And it's not necessarily comedic. Yeah, more comedic. This one is darker, and it looked more like how they film.
Like Love and
remember when? I guess you could say Love and Hip Hop. Yeah.
Or Black Ink Crew or something.
Yeah.
Where it's like it's dark around them, and maybe it's like bright colors maybe in the back, but it's darker, like kind of around
it's
them.
like they're the focal point. Like we don't want to see all the, you know, ambient, not ambient sound. Like we don't want to see the extra B-roll. We don't need to see it was wild. So I'm about to start that shit, and I'll be texting you about it, because I was like, yo, what?
It's on Lifetime too?
Huh?
It's on Lifetime too?
It's on Lifetime.
Okay, I might give it a shot.
And now when they have a gay couple.
Oh, they're the first gay couple on like Married at First Sight, right? Period, right?
Well, I don't know what's been going on in Australia, but I know in the UK, I think this is their first season in the UK, and it's messy.
Because I don't know if they could do a gay couple. Well, I don't know if they could do a gay couple in the US. It's got to be a woman couple. I think they could.
First. I think it wouldn't be a big deal.
I think it's got to be a woman couple first.
I feel like they could start out with one and then go from there. So I don't know. I'm gonna get up off of here.
They spent us, y'all.
I can't believe this shit. I slicked my hair down. I'm glad I ain't put no makeup on.
And we was gonna do an IG live, the whole demo, you know. Cause I was thinking, I was like, man, because I was looking into like setting this up to like put it on IG live, and we could do it at the same time and all that.
Yeah.
And I was gonna wait till like 9:30. We could start, because I can figure out how to configure everything. And when they said 3 more episodes, and I looked up, and I thought it was 20 more minutes. Look, because I was like, oh, they're gonna do something with Kirsten and them, and then they're gonna do a little recap of the season, tell us when the reunion is. And they looked up like on the next 3 episodes. First of all, we didn't get Shaquille's answer. And now y'all got 3 more episodes?
Wow. What is it? What? Y'all, we gonna see y'all back here next week.
Yeah.